Hello students, today we start with the very first chapter of history, that of about the rise of nationalism in Europe. So we would try to understand how the feeling of nationalism arose in Europe, and that feeling of the nationalism in Europe was one of the leading ground for the development of the nationalism in the regions of Indochina and the neighboring states of India and other nations as well. So let us start one of the point a painting that had depicted by Sario in 1848. He had visualized utopian world made up democratic and social republic. Now, utopian vision is the vision of perfect society that is so ideal and that is unlikely to actually exist. Frederick Chaudieu shows peoples from different countries and all walks of lives marching towards from the Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty, the female figure of freedom. Each of them wearing national costumes and carrying revolutionary flags. The country leading processions are the United States America, Switzerland, and followed by the French people carrying the tricolor revolutionary flag. French had just reached the Statue of Liberty by this time. The revolution had taken place in France. France is the followed by the German peoples with their flags, and other countries of Europe are such as Sicily, Lombardy, Poland, England, Ireland, Hungary, and Russia are behind Germany. The rebel in the foreground signifies the end of absolutist institutions and monarchy. Other remarkable part of this print is the angel scenes and Christ looking these groups of people and scenes. They are showering their blessings on them. Sorio has used the Christ and angels to emphasize the fraternity among the nation of the world. During the 19th century, nationalism grew as a strong force that brought various political changes in Europe. The final result of these changes was the coming up of the nation state in place of multinational dynastic empires of Europe. It was France from where the concept of nationalism came into the existence for the first time with the French Revolution in 1789. Before this, it was ruled by the absolute monarchy. The word absolute means a rule where the whole power is concentrated in the hands of a ruler or a monarch. The French Revolution brought the concept of nation and nationalism in Europe. The main aim was to form a nation where there will be a united community enjoying equal rights under a constitution. For this, the French revolutionaries introduced various measures and practices that could create a sense of collective identity among the French citizens. The royal flag was replaced by a new tricolor flag. The state's journal was elected by the body of active citizens and renamed the National Assembly. New names were composed, oaths were taken, and martyrs commemorated, all in the name of nation. A centralized administrative system was put in place. Internal customs duties and dues were abolished. Uniform system of weights and measures were adopted. French was considered as a common language of the nation. Except this, the French revolutionaries made it their mission to spread the idea of nationalism and to help Europeans liberate themselves for dictatorship. Now, students, we will learn about the Napoleon. Napoleon was a French statesman and military leaders who came to power in France. He was able to conquer vast parts of Europe. He introduced many reforms in the areas under his control. After coming into power, he had destroyed democracy in France, means restored monarchy in France again. But in administrative fields, he had incorporated revolutionary principles in order to make the whole systems more logical and efficient. One of the important reforms introduced by him was the introduction of civil code of 1804. The features of this code were equality before the law was established, feudal system was abolished, right to property was given, abolished all privileges based on birth, serfdom and manorial dues were abolished, transport and communication systems were improved. This code was introduced in Dutch Republic, Switzerland, Italy, and Germany. Peasants and artisans, workers, and new businessmen were happy with this newfound freedom. The uniform laws, standardized weights and measures, and a common national currency were welcomed by the businessman and small-scale goods and capital from one region to another. In the beginning, everything seemed good. French armies were welcomed in many places, such as Holland, Switzerland, Brussels, Mainz, Milan, and Warsaw. But soon they turned hostile towards them as the French armies were oppressing them. There were some other reasons also behind their dislikes of French army, which are as follows. In increase in taxes, censorship, forced enlistment of common people to the French armies in order to fulfill the aim and conquering the rest of Europe. So, students, two part of this chapter we have finished. Rest part we will revise in next portion of video.